What's up, guys? Welcome into College Football Uncensored, our weekly video series going over our favorite moments from college football and the internet from the week that was. And we had ourselves a doozy this past weekend. There weren't that many viral moments. There was just a few moments of viral shame. And we'll start in the state of Georgia, which had a tough week. And we'll start at halftime here. So in case you miss it, 12 o'clock noon games, this is something that was actually happening. Texas and OU was a defensive struggle, 10-0 at the half. Georgia was losing to South Carolina at halftime, and Tennessee was winning a football game. Now, I assumed at least one of those three things would end up being untrue. They were all true, guys. They were all true. And we'll start in the state of Georgia, where Rodrigo Blankenship, or Rodrigo Shankenship, as a lot of people called him after this game, missed a 40-something yard field goal in the second overtime, and the Dogs lost to the Gamecocks, South Carolina. Nobody was happier than Hootie and the Blowfish. That's right. Hootie was live in London, still watching the Cocks, and this is their actual reaction. That's right. The first time there's ever been a mosh pit at a Hootie concert. You know what? Listen, if you're a Dogs fan, I get it, and it sucks for the entire state of Georgia because, as you can tell from this tweet, it was a rough one. This week in Georgia sports, yeah, Braves lost, Falcons lost on an extra point, UGA lost an unranked team on a missed field goal. It doesn't get much worse for the state of Georgia. So, regardless, though, if you can't be happy to watch Hootie, of all people, sit there and hold my hand as Georgia fans just let her cry. Okay, we'll move on. That's probably too much. Regardless, the after effect of this was fantastic because I don't know if you've been paying attention to this. I wear glasses every week for the most part. Will Muschamp has made the switch to specs, okay? We thought that Rodrigo Blankenship, he's the guy, like, respect the specs. No, Will Muschamp, respect the specs. He's 2-0 ever since he went to grandma reading glasses, okay? And here's one meme that sums it up pretty great. He looks like he's about to go celebrate this win with a bowl of... And the best part was the caption, which is, "Where are my slippers, Joyce?" Yeah, that's pretty spot on. That is pretty spot on. There's a few more that we had in here. For the state of Georgia, for whatever reason, facing a backup quarterback, it might as well be like facing Sherman or, I don't know, Social Progress, because it is not great. Their record against both is not great. And then here's my personal favorite here. Never change, Will Muschamp. Anyway, there were a lot of things that come from this game that were sad. And again, we can't show you video of it, but here is one of my favorite moments. And this is just a perfect example of the difference between these two teams on the field and the difference in these two programs on Saturday night. Here is a Florida couple, and here's an LSU couple. Damn it, Brendan! Hold on, let's break this video down real quick. Nothing could be going more perfect for this guy right now. He's got his boo in his arms. He's got a full beer that's not even sloshing no matter how drunk he is. He's got a sturdy grip on this thing, on his bay and his beer. Now, this guy next to him doesn't have a sturdy grip on his damn life. Look at it. He's got this surrender cobra. What? The break-up surrender cobra? Imagine wearing a Tim Tebow jersey out in public and then having that kind of meltdown. Oh, man, that was great. Now, listen, we don't want to be bad sports here on the show. Mainly, not because we're good, we like sportsmanship, but mainly because the entire LSU stadium already was bad sports enough for all of us when they did the Gator Chomp and loosely sang that. God, you better pray to God that Texas beats LSU here in a couple of years, because if you have 90,000 people doing the horns down, the entire state of Texas and Tom Herman are going to piss their pants and whine just the entire ride home to Austin if that happens. Last but not least, listen, LSU's had a hell of a season. I can tell you right now from talking to some Bama fans, they're not worried, okay? As you can tell from this story. Oh, okay. That's right. This crazy-eyed psycho. Look at the pain behind those eyes. And he's got a half collar popped. Listen, I'll tell you right now, if you see someone with these eyes and that collar, stay away. Stay away. Guaranteed they've been drinking Long Island iced tea since Tuesday, and they're looking for trouble, just bottom line. He called in a death threat, or a bomb threat, or some sort of threat on Tiger Stadium. First off, I'm assuming your name's Dylan. That's not, you think that's going to work? You think Ed Orgeron can be destroyed or destructed from a bomb? No. The man's indestructible. And act like Joe Burrow wouldn't just pick up that bomb, toss it back into Tuscaloosa, because he has the arm strength. We've all seen it. I think it was a misguided attempt. Last but not least, we go to Wisconsin, who had, listen, we had a lot of LVPs this week. We're not going to get into it. Usually we end the show on who had the worst week, but this week we're going to end the show on a positive note. And that is not old white people dancing. We got puppies dancing, y'all.
Pack it up, pack it in, let me begin. I came to win, battle me, that's a sin. I won't ever slack up.
That puppy has more rhythm than Mac Brown, than Carlton from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, than me, than pretty much anybody that's ever been inside of Clemson's football locker room, I'll tell you that much. So, the MVP of the week goes to this little puppy from Wisconsin with the jump around dance. It was fantastic. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you next week.